Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. Happiness depends upon ourselves. There is no great genius without some touch of madness. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Hope is a waking dream. A friend to all is a friend to none. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. It is just that we should be grateful, not only to those with whose views we may agree, but also to those who have expressed more superficial views, for these also contributed something, by developing before us the powers of thought. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. We make war that we may live in peace. Well begun is half done. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. The secret to humor is surprise. Suffering becomes beautiful when anyone bears great calamities with cheerfulness, not through insensibility but through greatness of mind. The soul never thinks without a picture. Youth is easily deceived because it is quick to hope. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. The virtue of justice consists in moderation, as regulated by wisdom. We become just by performing just action, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave action. I have gained this from philosophy, that I do without being commanded what others do only from fear of the law. All paid jobs absorb and degrade the mind. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. Without friends no one would choose to live though he had all other goods. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. In a democracy, the poor will have more power than the rich, because there are more of them, and the will of the majority is supreme. There was never a genius without a tincture of madness. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form but with regard to their mode of life. Poetry is finer and more philosophical than history, for poetry expresses the universal, and history only the particular. Of all the varieties of virtues, liberalism is the most beloved. Some animals are cunning and evil disposed, as the fox; others, as the dog, are fierce, friendly, and fawning. Some are gentle and easily tamed, as the elephant; some are susceptible of shame, and watchful, as the goose. Some are jealous and fond of ornament, as the peacock. Friendship is essentially a partnership. Men are swayed more by fear than by reverence. No one would choose a friendless existence on condition of having all the other things in the world. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. To attain any assured knowledge about the soul is one of the most difficult things in the world. Misfortune shows those who are not really friends. Most people would rather give than get affection. We praise a man who feels angry on the right grounds and against the right persons and also in the right manner at the right moment and for the right length of time.